We've got 99 problems and this is 98. So this yard is a little odd in its shape. It's kind of like a wide triangle that opens up this way. Not necessarily a problem, but I think it's an opportunity for us to come in and really define the spaces. So what I want to do is go through with these half circles you can see here. This half circle right here is going to be our entertaining area. We'll have a dining table. This will be a barbecue and then a half circular bench right there. A pathway will lead us over to this space here. And what this does is it kind of creates the entertaining area and defines it with its borders of the hardscape. So it's going to create some sort of formality, but it's not going to be like traditional in any way. The first thing I'm going to do is spraying out the yard so that way I can leave it overnight for the client to check it out, make sure they know what's coming. Even though they've seen the plans of it, it's different when you see it marked out in real space. Plus sometimes you find that you've made a measuring mistake, so it's always good to figure it out ahead of time. So we are getting ready to pour our concrete. I have this red concrete because we poured red in the front. You're not gonna see this later because we're gonna tile over this. But this area here, we are bringing in this blue concrete, Euro Blue 418. It's very expensive, but it's going to be gorgeous. You can see the form right here. We still need to add rebar to this. We already have it in the bench, which you can see here, as well as our barbecue, which you can see here. So both of these will have the blue cap. I'll probably do a different finish, or maybe even do a seal. Well, I'll definitely do a seal on the barbecue. And then we have this whole area will be filled in with concrete. And then we go up to our stairs. Got Noel on his knee board so he can finish the concrete in the corners that you can't reach by your hand. And then some control joints. Basically, it's telling the concrete where we want it to crack. All right, so we have our edger going on, and this is going to give us a nice pop of color contrast. All along the side, we have a concrete, we have a piece of rebar going in between, and then we're using cement and leveling them. All right, so we are laying out our Arto tiles. They're basically concrete tiles. They're about 1/2 inch thick or so. And what we're doing is using a thin set with a 1/4 inch trowel. And then we're spacing them out. It's proving to be a little more difficult to space them perfectly. I was giving grief because I was like, wait, it's not like perfect in certain areas. And now I'm out here helping and I can see that it's actually quite difficult to get them all quite perfect. But the material is imperfect. That's kind of the charm of it. All right, so it's time to choose our grout, and we have a lot of different colors that we can choose from. I have all of these samples here, which can be kind of overwhelming. I've narrowed it down to doing this Orco Black or this Mavs Grout, I'm not sure. Anyways, the reason I want to go darker is because as you squint your eyes, it kind of gives you an idea of what it would look like if it's darker from all the shadows in between the voids. Other options are going lighter, which I have these ones here. This is kind of a reddish, which it would be a very different color altogether, so it would define each one of the tiles. And then of course, if you went lighter, like these two here, this would actually match the tan of the tile. And so I'm afraid if I did something like this, it would feel very neutral, but I would lose the shape of my different kind of T-shaped pavers here. And then of course, if you did white, this would also define it because it's a different color. However, white outside is definitely gonna get dirty, and I know that over time. So I'm opting not to go with the lighter colors. And this is what the client and I have decided we wanna shoot for. from the premier editing studios of Sarita Landscapes. I'm Sara Bendrick. Thank you for watching.